Your move, creep. Thank you for your cooperation. Guys, this is the future of law enforcement, Robocop. This is the classic 1987 copyright figure that came out, I think, in 90 something. I don't know what, but it's by Max Factor. And it is this phenomenal Robocop action figure, which I've just popped apart so I could paint all the little black pieces there. So I just, as you can see here, took a very thin brush, which is cut very specially, and painted all the little black areas inside there. The little rim here, in there. The only main area that they painted black, you see I did all of this in here and there. This was black here, and that was black. Everything else, including in here, I had to do, as you can see. So the only black parts were the hands over there, the torso, stomach, actually, the ab, crotch area, and the chin guard neck. Everything else I had to paint, including the black in there. Then I'll pop it back together, and the hips and shoulders and head are all posable. And this was the most posable 10-inch 1/8 scale Robocop figure, released, I believe, by Max Factor exclusively in Japan as a custom craft figure of law enforcement. So though it has the copyright here of the pictures, this toy did not come out until the mid-90s, if not later. I remember the very first Robocop that I was able to get was a bootleg resin statue of Robocop, that you would hold the shoulder joints together with these little metal cylinder copper joints that I'd put together, and I took photos of it, and that was back in maybe 1988 or 1989. I loved it. I took Polaroid pictures of it and made little gun fire blasts and did everything by hand back then before all the digital effects and Photoshop became readily available to the consumers. So I was doing it old school with little wires coming out of the gun, like hanger wires with like explosions I drew, and would take cool photos. I loved it. That was the closest thing to a posable, only with the shoulders and head, Robocop figure that I could possibly make all the way back in the day. I was just a little kid. And then finally this came out, which was the closest things. And of course, now they have the incredible Hot Toys, fully posable figures. But this was it back in the day. So I'll put this together and show you how it looks. And you can see here, I'm just heating up the pieces so that they're softer when snapping them in, just for a few seconds. And here's what we got so far, everybody. It glided right in. Super nice. Super nice. The rest should just pop right in with no problem. Your move, creep. Thank you for your cooperation. Look how badass that is, guys. Wow. So cool. I really love it, especially with the sunlight beaming off of it. Such a good chrome color, too. And it's great. And, you know, I forgot, it's more articulation than I recall. It's actually swivel joints in the forearms, okay? Swivel joint in the head and the waist. And then, of course, the swivel joint in the shoulders and the hips, which is terrific. I mean, that's really the basics that you need, you know? And as you can see, you can pose it down. Just want to be careful. Oh, that popped out. As you see here, the head turns, etc. Let me pop that back in. Boom, there you go. Really great, nice, sturdy plastic it's made out of. A slight bend to it if you push it. You could heat it up, as I had mentioned. Really terrific detail over here, guys. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, and check out my other reviews of all my action figures, including the custom TB League Fison, fully posable, seamless synthetic skin, synthetic skin, excuse me, of Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats. I got my thistles and tistles mixed up. Anyway, check it out, guys. I hope you like it. I really had fun doing this here. Really, really great stuff. And, of course, it's missing those little pistons. I don't even remember if it came with those pistons or not. I don't see them in there, but here's what we got. Nice find from quite some time ago. And also, I wanted to mention that you could watch some of the other videos, and we're running a contest or something like a contest, I should say, where your name might appear in my next comic book. If you like, follow, share, and subscribe with 3 friends. So, as they say in comic books, you have been watching Toy Time with your host, Greg Wyke, from BeyondComics.tv. That's actually not what they say in comic books. What they say in comic books is to be continued. And don't forget to check out all my other reviews, including the Tobot transforming toys, all of the different McFarlane toys, the Hot Toys, that's Guyver. Look at this, such cool stuff back there. I hope you guys will enjoy all of this. There is a ton, that's right, a ton of reviews on my channel. Just put in Toy Time or search toys or toy review, including this custom Max Fleischer 1941 Superman action figure with the new Mesco one, some of the classic Transformers, custom Robin Forever figure versus the McFarlane one. Lots of fun stuff here, guys. So I hope you really enjoy it. The original ship Voltron, some statues I made back in the day, a gazillion years ago when I was a kid in school. And as they say in comic books, as I said before, to be continued.